Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, say hi in the chat. I'm setting up. I'm actually on time this time. If you guys are new to me, most of the time when I go live, like a free live like this one, I'm typically a little late. But today, I am mostly on time. I think I'm only 3 minutes late. 3 minutes isn't that bad. So if you are in the chat, say hi. I'm going to make sure I get plugged in here so I don't die on you guys. Hopefully it doesn't mess with anything. Okay, it did not. If you guys can hear me, let me know. I'm always on time. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes? Because YouTube, only YouTube, nowhere else likes to mess with my mic. I have a Yeti mic, and normally I plug that in, and I used to plug that in all my lives, but recently, on July 4th, actually, July 4th is when that whole thing happened. Some of you guys were here, and basically I couldn't see chat whenever my Yeti mic was plugged in. And so it's been like that ever since. So I don't know why. I use it on all of my videos for my sound and for, of course, my meditations and affirmations, that sort of thing. But for some reason on live, it does not want to act right. So I am going to give this a few minutes, about 5 minutes or so, for people to come in. So while we're waiting, if you guys can let me know how your day was, where you're watching me from, that sort of thing. And then we will get into the lesson here. And I don't even have it scripted out, guys. I don't have anything written down. I don't have anything scripted out. I am just going to talk. I am just going to coach. We're going to talk about self-concept. And then after that, I will take Q&A. So I'll be on here a total of about an hour. Lesson part will probably be about 10 minutes. So the remainder of the time, I will be answering everybody's questions. And if you're not subscribed to me, guess what? You have to be subscribed for at least 10 minutes. So you're going to have to hear me talk until you can talk in the chat. So it is what it is. That's to keep out the riffraff and the trolls. But let's go ahead and look here. I'm going to go to the top here. Hi, Regina. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Illyrian. Magic 8 Ball knows what happened on 4th of July. Hi, Phantom. First timer. Okay. Perfect. Glad to have you. Hi, Butterfly. Hi, Royal Mind. Hi, Jessica. Lyric. Lyric, I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Regina, I just got done listening to one of your meditations, and all I can say is, wow. Which one? I'm curious. Hi, Mel. Currently on day 4 of Burn the Boats. Love it, Jessica. How is it going so far? Phantom, wow, you talking about self-concept plus the timing of seeing your channel pop up too. Low-key, this has to be a sign / divine timing or something. It's all you. Everything is you. So that's what we're going to go into. What self-concept actually is and what it's not. Okay? We talk about all of that on my channel. I have tons of videos of it on my channel. There is a self-concept video, and I always forget the titles of my videos, guys. But maybe someone here will know what I'm talking about. But everybody said that they shifted their self-concept from that video alone. Actually, let me pull it up on my other phone real quick. Let's see. I'm going to go into my studio here. Let's see. Because I know what the thumbnail looks like. I just always forget my titles. Okay, so it's on the thumbnail, it says they have it all wrong. Self-concept is simple. And on the title, it says the real reason you're stuck. Self-concept, hold on, is not what you think. Go watch that. After this, of course, go watch that. Okay? I explain all of this stuff on my channel. Lyric, I've been preparing for college. It's been a lot going on. Oh, I can only imagine. I personally didn't go to college, but I have a lot of clients that have, and a lot of friends. So far, so good. Looking forward to letting go of the old. That's what Burn the Boats is for. That's what it's for. Is for no going back. It's for we are done. We are done with the old reality, the reality we no longer want to experience. We are burning the boats. We can no longer go back to it. We're only going forward to what we actually want. That's what that's for. Nicholas, how was your day? It was good. It was busy. Busy, busy. I love it though. I have, gosh, over 12 texting and voice note clients. So they keep me pretty busy. I have those. I had a couple of one-on-one calls. I was working on some other things, some projects, stuff for you guys, and also my other business. So this isn't my only business. So I was a busy bee today. Regina, the one I listened to was the Embody Wealth, Power, and Identity. Love that one. Yeah. So people often ask me, do I listen to my own affirmations? Yes. I listen to the Aphrodite ones and I listen to the wealth ones. So the ones that you listen to. Sometimes, so I have sleep headphones, so I'll put those on and I'll play it and have it on loop, and then I just sleep to it. And I know some people are like, I don't like the sound of my own voice. That's why I post them. You can just listen to me. I don't mind the sound of my own voice, but that's because I have been in sales, marketing, and advertising for over 20 years. And so I am used to hearing my own presentations. I'm used to, because I also was a sales coach, I was used to listening to my own presentations, my own demos, if you will, all those sort of things. So that way I could critique even myself, coach myself. So I'm used to hearing my own voice. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, so we're about to get into this. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So today we're talking about self concept. So, self concept is literally the foundation of meditation. Meditation. We were just talking about meditations, manifestation. So, guys, I'm not going to pay attention to the chat until after the lesson. So, I'm going to scroll up so that way you guys can post whatever you want, but I won't read it until after I'm done. Okay? And then after that we'll do some Q&A. But self-concept is literally the foundation of manifestation. I keep saying meditation, manifestation, okay? Literally, it's your identity. A lot of people have self-concept wrong. And there's so many in the community that say, oh, you don't need self-concept to manifest. Yeah, you do. They could say that all they want, but what they're referring to is self love or confidence. Whenever they go into, oh, you don't need this, you don't need that, they're talking about self love and confidence, which is true. You could literally love yourself like Kanye loves Kanye and still not get your manifestation because you are not being the person, the identity that is experiencing the reality you want to experience, the desire that you want to experience. So let's start there. Manifestation is not creation. You will never hear me on my channel calling you a creator. You will never hear me saying you are the creator of your reality because it's not true. You're not creating anything. Creation is already finished. Let me say that again. Creation is already finished. All versions of reality exist right now. All versions of you exist right now. All versions of me exist right now. And everyone, right? Happening now. Right now, you are 5 years old, you're 80 years old, and whatever age you are right now. Right now, you are the poor bum on the street that doesn't even have a cell phone, and you're also the multi-billionaire. Right now, you are everything in between. Anything you can think of, you are that right now. You only have the now moment. So we're going to talk about a little bit about the power of now, right? And mix it in because some of you guys wanted that too. That's fine. So we'll do that. You only have the now moment. Time doesn't exist. Everything from your past is just memories and thoughts you keep replaying. It doesn't exist. Okay? The future isn't here yet. So when you guys are talking about revision, and I have clients that I've helped with revision, right? All you do is remember differently. And what is remembering? I have a video on this. Re means to go back to, and member is the identity. Go back to the identity. It all comes to self-concept. Self-concept is identity. It is not confidence. It is not self-love. Those things are great. Don't get me wrong. You can do the mirror work. You can look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful and handsome you are till the cows come home. Okay? Until you run out of breath and can't speak anymore. But if you are not being the identity that is experiencing what you want to experience, you will not get your manifestation. And again, what is manifestation? It is shifting realities. It is selecting the reality, my stop, select, self framework. If you're not familiar with it, we're about to go over it. Okay? I've gone over it a lot in my videos. First, we stop. We realize the current 3D circumstances, the current 3D reality is just one selection of reality. All selections exist right now. Two, we're going to select. We select what reality we want to experience. So say right now you are not happy with your job, right? You have this wild passion and dream. You want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be a business owner. Be that now. Be that identity now. We're selecting that. And then the self is the identity, right? We act as if it's here now. That's what Neville Goddard talks about as acting as if. It's also in law of attraction, right? I'm not the coach that bashes law of attraction. I think it's all true. You have to be what you want to attract or shift to, right? You cannot receive or get what you are not. So, self-concept is literally how you see yourself and how you see everyone else in relation to you. Jesus said to his disciples, "For who do you say I am?" What is he saying? He's saying, who are you? Who do you say you are? And who do you say he is in relation to you? Right? That's literally everything. No matter what you want to manifest, you want to experience, it all comes down to your identity. Who are you being? Who are you being? The caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland asked Alice, "Who are you?" Alice in Wonderland is the manifestation journey. I have a video on that if you want to check it out. One of my favorite childhood books. It's in pop culture. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Right? Eminem even says it. I am whatever you say I am. Everyone in your reality is whatever you say they are. I can only show up in your reality as you say I am in relation to you. I came in your perspective of reality because you're ready for these messages. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers because I don't care. Here's why. Only 1% of the population is even aware of manifestation, right? And out of that 1%, I am for the other 1% of that. Why? Because the 1% that know about manifestation out of the 8 billion people in the world, right? They're still stuck in the loop of outside of them. Something outside of them is controlling things for them, right? They need to do 10,000 affirmations a day to get the thing. They need to do all these visualizations in order to get the thing. They need to script 100 times a day to get the thing. It's up to the universe. It's up to God. You are the universe. You are God. That is the self concept. Literally, you are the center of your reality. You are God. You are source. You are universe. You are higher self. I've said this before, but you could call yourself a holy cow, and every time that you moo, you get whatever it is that you want. Every time that you moo, you make $1,000. Every time that you moo, your person is thinking about you. Every time that you moo, if you want to lose weight, you just lost another pound. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It is not the thing. It is your knowing in it and knowing your power as the I am, as source. That's it. That is the self-concept. So self-concept is your identity, who you say you are. So in this human experience, you are God, universe, source, whatever you resonate with, okay? Whatever term, I say them all interchangeably for a reason, okay? You are having a human experience. Part of that human experience is to remember. What was remember? Go back to identity, who you are, right? To experience things. You would not be watching me if you didn't have a desire, right? Maybe it's an SP. You guys know how I feel about that. All right. Maybe it's an SP. Maybe it's to 10x your business. Maybe it's to start a business. Maybe it's to have physical changes. Maybe it's to improve your health. Maybe this, maybe that, whatever, right? You're watching me because you have a desire. Why do you have this desire? Because you have already experienced the opposite. That's key. That's key, right? Those that want, say, to make $100,000 a year have been poor or are already poor, right? So they have experienced the opposite. In order for you to know what you even want, you have to experience the opposite. You would not know what light is without darkness. You would not know what hot feels like without cold. You would not know what sweet tastes like without sour. I could keep going on and on and on and on and on. So look at your negative circumstances, your negative experiences as the gateway to show you what you actually want, what you actually desire. And because you have this desire, that reality exists right now. And how you experience it, how you shift, how you manifest is, again, going back to self-concept. You become the person that is experiencing it. If you're watching me and you have not downloaded my free self-concept guide, go to my website and do it. It's free 99, okay? And I literally give you all of the sauce. The entire secret sauce formula is right there in front of you. I don't gatekeep anything. I don't hide anything. And that's exactly what I have all of my clients do, my texting clients, my coaching clients, one-on-one calls, right? My 14-day SP course. The first 7 days is self-concept. It's for a reason. Because again, you don't have to love yourself. You don't even have to be confident. You just have to know, and you have to be the identity. Like I said, you can love yourself like Kanye loves Kanye and still not get your desire because you are not being the person that has it. Bringing up Kanye for a moment. His person is Kim K. That's his SP. Okay? 100%. Why is he with somebody that looks just like her? But the reason why Kanye is not still with Kim K is because he is not the old Kanye. He is not the version of him that she loved. That's why they're not together. But he wants to be with her. That's his SP. Okay? So that's proof right there. You can love yourself and it still won't matter. It won't matter if you are not being the identity. You could sit here and say, I love myself and fully love yourself. But if you are not the identity of a millionaire, you will not be a millionaire. If you are not the person, like my recent video, making $1,000 a day, 30K a month, you are not going to experience that. Going back to my other video about Jeff Bezos. If you talked to Jeff Bezos in 1995 and told him he would be spending $55 million on his wedding, he would look at you like you're crazy. Because that version of Jeff Bezos was not worth $220 billion and the third richest man in the world. Right now, $55 million to that man is the equivalent of $15 to someone making $60K a year. Just to put it in perspective. Okay? You have to normalize what you want and be it. So, let's use the 30K a month. Let's say you want to make $30,000 a month. Great. Okay? How would you go about your day if you were making $30,000 a month? Would you be checking your bank app statement every 5 minutes? Would you be clipping coupons and going and buying things? Nothing wrong with that. I'm not talking down on it. I've been there. I've done it. Okay? But would you be doing those things? When you go to pay a bill, are you like, oh man, my light bill is $300? Or you be like, oh, no problem. Pay it. Done. That's how you have to be. With the normal things that you do, just change them. That's it. It's just one adjustment. Just one adjustment. When it comes to romantic relationships and being in the romantic relationship of your desires, if you are with your person in the way that you want, in the relationship that you want, would you be stalking their social media? Would you be looking at their follower count, seeing if they followed someone new, or if someone followed them, or if they liked a post, right? No, you wouldn't be doing that. I know people that have been married for years and are fully happy. They both have different social medias. They don't even check each other's social media because they don't care. If your person was in bed with you every single night, you would not be stalking their social media, right? Maybe you would be having conversations with them when you're brushing your teeth. Have those conversations now. Talk to them as if they're there and know that it already happened. That's the knowing. That's the acting as if, right? You talk to yourself already. You have conversations in your head with them already. You replay conversations you've had with them where they told you to kick rocks. They told you they weren't attracted to you. They told you whatever. They told you to move on. I have a client where the recent one, where I played her voice note, and there were multiple voice notes, and then before, her man literally told her to move on, to kick rocks, to find someone else. He was not it. Until she did what I told her to do, which was what? Self-concept, focus on self. Your person cannot choose you if you are not choosing you. If you are not prioritizing you. How can they do that? They're your mirror. Everything is your mirror, including me. Doing affirmations saying stuff like, my person is obsessed with me, or my person texts me all the time, is still looking in the mirror, wanting to put on lipstick, right? You're wanting to put the lipstick on your lips, but you're putting it on the mirror instead, and you're wondering why the mirror is getting dirty. Okay? That's exactly what's going on. Instead of wanting someone else outside of you to obsess with you, why aren't you obsessed with you? Instead of wanting someone else to text and call you, why aren't you talking with yourself, spending time with self, loving on you, doing you? Because that's when they'll come after you, 100% guaranteed. And let's talk about money. Let's talk about business, right? If you're an entrepreneur and you started a business, but it's not taking off, but you're checking your Stripe balance, you're checking your accounts. Why are you checking it? Why are you checking it? Do the damn thing and just focus on you. I don't pay attention to my crap. I really don't. I don't pay attention. I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers because I don't post content saying, get your SP by the end of this video. They're gonna text you by the end of this video. No, I don't tell you to make moon water and spritz it on yourself in the middle of the forest, prancing around, and that's gonna make you $1 million. I don't do that stuff. I speak the truth, so I'm only for the 1% of the 1%. And guess what? I still have people booking me. I still have people buying my services. I don't even pay attention to it. Some of my TikToks only get 90 views, 100 views. But guess what? Still 1 out of those 90 come and book with me. My conversion rates are insane. Let's talk about conversion rates for those that know about it. Okay? A freebie, like my self-concept guide. Anybody that's a coach or an online entrepreneur knows that when you give away a freebie, your conversion rates from view to your freebie to actual them putting in their information and downloading it is anywhere from 1 to 20%. You can check Google or ChatGPT if you don't believe me. My conversion rates are 40 to 70% per day. Why? Because of my conviction in what I do. But I don't care if only 100 people downloaded it. It's a lot more than that. 200 people downloaded it in 2 days. Okay? But if only 100 people did, think about that. Think about that impact. Put yourself in a room with 100 people. And what would that look like? That's a lot. You're impacting a lot of lives. If you only get 100 views on your video, you're still impacting a lot of lives. So, I went on a tangent here, and I went all over the place, but that's kind of how my coaching is. It resonates with people, but self-concept is identity, period, the end. If you need to, if you have a hard time shifting to an identity that you haven't been, let's say that you've struggled with money your entire life and it's hard for you to imagine what it's like to be a millionaire, create an alter ego. I have a video on alter egos. Beyonce has Sasha Fierce to get over her stage fright, right? Eminem had Slim Shady because at the time he was the only white rapper there was, and now he's the greatest of all time, okay? Kobe Bryant had the Black Mamba, and he tore up the court, okay? So if you need to create an alter ego to be the identity that you want to be, script it out, have fun with it, create this character. And you don't need to be perfect, okay? I've had people tell me, oh, I messed up today. I had 30 minutes where I cried. I was like, 30 minutes out of 24 hours and you think you messed it up? What? No. 80-20 rule, okay? Even with dieting and exercise, people talk about the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, try your best to be the new identity. If you mess up, quote unquote, right? And 20% of the time you spiral, you're in the fetal position crying because you're not the thing, right? It's not going to do anything. Crying is the human experience. You were meant to have the human experience. You as God came here to have the human experience through the vessel that you were watching me through. Okay? So I've been talking for over 20 minutes here. I'm going to go through the messages here and through the chat. If you have a question, go ahead and post it. I'm going to be scrolling through. I am going to get a sip of my lemonade though. I got some lemonade and I need it because I've been talking for too much. But I'm going to get a sip of my lemonade and then I'm going to start going through the comments. Okay. Phantom, like I swear, the last time I saw you felt horrible about my manifestations and skills towards that. Then I kept getting recommended your stuff until I felt better. And as soon as I did, I couldn't find your channel unless I specifically searched your full channel name on specifically the search bar, not my subscriptions. It was so strange. Oh, that is weird. Regina, I'll be listening to the Cleopatra one next. I was trying to find the Aphrodite one. The Aphrodite one is what is before the Cleopatra one. It's an older one. I have the 8-hour versions of those over on my members channel, the first tier. You can get access to that, but it is on my channel also, just a 30-minute version. Yeah, creation is already finished. Preach it, Regina. Re equals go back to, member equals identity. Go back to the identity that has your desired reality. Exactly. Identity is who you are. Who are you? Yep. Jen, I'm struggling with shifting my sense of self right now. There's so much depression and trauma weighing me down, and the exhaustion makes it hard to think clearly or have healthy thoughts. Okay, let me see. I'm struggling with shifting my sense of self right now. There's so much depression and trauma weighing me down, and the exhaustion makes it hard to think clearly or have healthy thoughts. Perfect. So, first, I want you to breathe. And I want you to realize that you are having a human experience and it's totally okay. Your feelings are valid, your feelings are okay. I am not the coach that's going to tell you that you are messing things up by having human emotions. This is why you are here. Okay? First, when we talk about depression, depression is focusing on past events, anxiety is focusing on future events. Okay? So when we talk about depression, you are focused on the past. What has happened in the past happened, right? But your past is just a perception. It's just thoughts that you keep replaying over and over in your mind. They no longer exist. They no longer have power over you. Okay, I want you to know that. So you're going to go to the present moment. Know that the only moment you have is now. The past doesn't exist. The future is not here yet. So when you're focused on the past, it's essentially like driving your car, looking through the rear view mirror the entire time. You're going to hit things in front of you. Focus on what's directly in front of you. Don't worry about what has happened. Worry about the now. Focus on the now moment you're listening to me. Okay? Every now moment you get to choose differently. So know that. And excuse me, I'm about to sneeze or, my nose. My allergies were acting up earlier. And I know that that's an assumption, but let's go through here. That reminds me of a similar situation I am currently. I get more into it soon. Okay. Colin, I was planning to make 1,000 USD a day, just what you said basically, but via the stock market. Okay. A lot of planning is taking place, but certain things have not competed or completed. I will do the manifesting. Yeah. So the best way for money, and this is something that I do myself, is just to say every day my wealth increases. Don't put a number on it. Every day my wealth increases. Every day I make more and more money. Every day I'm more and more wealthy. Every day my bank account grows. You see how the ego can't, or the ego mind, the old self, right, can't really fight that. Every day my wealth increases, and it doesn't matter if you find $1 on the street, it was just proven to you. Okay? But yes, you can totally make $1,000 a day. It's just you have to believe it. You have to know it. Alyssa, I am so beside myself right now. How do I manifest my 81-year-old dad to not do things? to not do things. Okay, see him differently. So likely, since your dad is 81, my mom, my adoptive mom, was 80 when she passed. Okay, so I understand exactly what you're talking about. Likely, you have this preconceived notion that an old person is a certain way. Okay, that they're set in their ways, they're not going to change, all these things. Look at him differently. View him differently. Who do you say he is? And who do you say you are in comparison to him? Change it. You have that power. Alyssa, before he eats. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Kyrie, I don't get coaching from you, but you are the only coach I found on YouTube that I resonate with, especially being neurodivergent. I wish I found you 10 years ago when I was struggling. And that's perfectly fine. Even if you don't personally get one-on-one coaching with me, I love to have you here. I am posting more videos on neurodivergency, so stay tuned. As you know, and I've said this in those videos, is that I am ASD1 with ADHD. Of course, I could change that. You have that power too if you would like to, but I don't, because I use my mind the way that my mind works to my advantage. And that's what I teach here. Colin, I actually agree with this, that we are really here to experience things. Yeah, absolutely. Illyrian, basically, I accidentally created a third party due to my fears when it came to my divine counterpart. Ironically, the third party is a copy of me down to the name meaning. Yeah, everything is you. Everything is you, even your person. So you might not like what I have to say, but there's no one person for you. Everyone can be for you if you view them that way. Okay? You can watch my videos on twin flames. There's no such thing as a divine counterpart. Everything is you. Everyone is your mirror, not just one person. Okay? Trust me, I was there. I was involved in the whole twin flame cult for a while, and then I realized and went out of it. A twin flame, a divine counterpart, is just an SP. It's just an SP that you're putting up on a pedestal and you're making more important. Okay? That's it. That's it. And just view them differently. That's it. Regina, I cried today for the first time, and then one of your videos came up, the one where the guy went from boyfriend to fiance, and I have to say I was definitely like, he got his, and so have others. So can I? Exactly. Exactly. Alyssa, he has dementia. He had a triple bypass and eye surgery, so he's so damn stubborn. I'm just so frustrated right now. My sisters aren't any help. Again, see him differently. See him differently. He doesn't have dementia. He talks and he remembers things and everything else. He's sharp as a tack. Everybody's amazed at how amazing he is and how sharp he is at his age. Your relationship with him is so amazing. Everybody else asks you how you have such a great relationship with your father. Go watch my video on how I fixed a relationship with my son. This is the exact thing that I did. Regina, that's what I have been wavering in seeing my SP and even my job differently. Why are you calling your person SP? Go watch my video, the number one mistake you can make with manifesting SPs. Why are you calling this person SP? Alyssa, he tries to do things before he eats. He's diabetic also. I don't know what you mean by he tries to do things. Okay. Del. I have autism, ADHD. I never know how to pronounce it. ADHD, maybe. And OCD. Do I have to physically regulate my nervous system to manifest? I'm so lost. Sorry, I'm new. No worries. No, you don't have to do any of that stuff. I am not the channel that's going to sit here and tell you need to work on your nervous system. You need to heal your childhood. Healing. You gotta heal the child. No. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just need to know who you are. That's it. It's a knowing, it's an identity. You're identifying as someone right now that might need to physically fix their nervous system. Stop that assumption and stop that knowing. Okay? You don't need to do that. Any more questions, guys? That's what I'm here for. So, questions. And just side note, I don't know what it is about Chick-fil-A lemonade. I love their lemonades. I had to go get one today. Regina, I went over quite a few videos. Which video? Give me a topic, so I know what we're referencing. Illyrian, how do you eliminate the feeling of being second best? Really? Really? I just went over how you are literally God. How are you second best? How are you second best as the universe, God, source, spirit? How? Just know yourself as God. Be still and know that I am God. That's it. This other person outside of you can only exist because you are aware of their existence, me included. I can only exist because you're aware of me and your reality. You can't possibly know all 8 billion people in the world. So they only exist because you're aware of their existence. Pradina. Sometimes I miss him and I'm thinking good times and memories of our togetherness. Does it help me or backfire? Of course that helps you. Good memories are amazing. Whichever ones you want to experience is important. Regina, the one you said when I said my SP, it's the title is something like the biggest mistake you're making with SP manifestation. I forgot the exact titles. I forget titles of my videos, guys. I record them, I edit them, I post them, and that's it. I get it out there. Colin, I just wanted to share the distractions I'm expecting is distractions I'm expecting, okay? Is just mind-blowing. It's like the expectations people have of me to help them, it's too much. But in recent times, I'm somehow at ease mentally. I'm not sure what all that means. But yeah, essentially, Regina, let's talk about it. Since I've got time and no one else is commenting, when you say SP or X, what does that do mentally? It essentially says that you're not with them, right? If you came to me and let's say you wanted to get in contact with a friend that you haven't heard since high school, you don't know their social media, you don't know anything, you would not say, I want to manifest contact with SP. You would say, I want to get back in contact with a high school friend. Earlier with Alyssa, if you wanted to mend the relationship with a family member, let's say your dad, you would not say, I want to fix the relationship with SP. You would say, I want to fix the relationship with my dad. Why are you calling this person SP? Who is this person to you? The story that you liked of the guy that is now getting married to his person after like craziness. When he first came to me, he said, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. He never said, I want to get my ex back. He never said, I want to get my SP back. He said, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. That was key. And that's why he shifted things within weeks. I think it was like a week or two. It was something crazy. Okay? Something insane. How fast he shifted his reality. So, why are you calling this person SP? Is this person your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your fiance, your lover? I don't care. Life partner, even divine counterpart. If you want to say that, hey, whatever, whatever floats your boat. I'm just letting you know you don't have just one person that you can be with. Literally, you bring people in your awareness by your awareness, by who you're being. You are totally fine. I believe that I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, essentially that's what I said in it. Stop calling your person SP. Colin, I am also disconnecting from people, blocking people because some of them are really insane. Experiencing, okay? Uh, Pradina, I also love to entertaining my thoughts with my other ex. How does this affect the outcome of my original guy? It doesn't. It doesn't. Who says that you only have to focus on one person? Who said that? I didn't say that. Did I say that? No. I never told you to focus on one person anyway. I tell you to focus on you. So if you like having thoughts of multiple men, hey, it's raining men, girl. Do it. Jen, if you have Hashimoto's and are on thyroid medication using bioidentical hormones for premenopause, could continuing to rely on these treatments keep you locked in the reality of being unwell? No, because if you look at the video that I did about healing my cancer, and this was over 20 years ago, I still went to the doctor. I still went to my treatment. Okay? Take the medication, but know that you're getting better every single day. Know that you need the medication less and less. I am not one to tell you not to do the thing, not to go to the doctor. Chop wood, carry water. I have a video on that. It's an old, I can't even talk, old Buddhist proverb, okay? Chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. What is enlightenment? Knowing yourself as God. Exactly what we've been talking about, right? So still go do the things, but know that you already shifted and everything is working out exactly how it should. Regina, he is my hubby and I have to start using that identity more. Well, really, period. Yeah, and I have clients that I've told to go do this. Go buy yourself a ring. Why are you waiting on a man to buy you a fucking ring? Go buy yourself a ring. Go buy yourself a ring. Get exactly what you want, girl. And it don't have to be expensive. There's so many out there, so beautiful and under $100, right? Go buy yourself a ring. Wear it. Who cares what people think? They ask, I married myself. Now what? Who cares? But when you wear it, know that you're already married. You're already with him. He's on a business trip. He's on this, whatever. Whatever story you want to make up, I don't care. But you're already together. You're already married. And think about the wedding that you already had. And then replay that as a memory. Aaron, my husband's on tour right now and I want him to come visit me. I'm cooking right now and imagining him as I cook my food. Never mind, I know my mistake. See, sometimes that happens. Sometimes I'm in one-on-one calls and guys, if you book a call with me, I will just be quiet. The first question I ask is, what are you looking to get out of the call? And then I shut up. Ask anyone that's booked with me. I will shut up and let you talk. And sometimes people just talk the entire time. They just talk. And they figure it out themselves. I just sit there as the container, as the knowing that no matter what, if they just talk and I don't get a word in edgewise, it doesn't matter. They're going to shift. If I talk, I shift them instantly, and I am their last stop. That is my knowing. It's raining men. Yeah, girl. Regina, it's raining men everywhere, all over the place. Sausage fest. All of them pouring in. Girl, if you only knew how many men chase me all the freaking time. And it's because of who I'm being. Hallelujah, it's a raining man. Amen. Get it, girl. All right, Alyssa, I just blocked a guy a couple of months ago. This is my second guy who was obsessed with me. Thankfully, he does not know where I live. Okay? Hey, be careful. He might find out. Stop thinking about it. Okay? Colin, depending on the doctor you choose, you can share with him what you're doing and he can assist in some ways, for example, checking whether what you're doing is actually working, etc., based on scans. Yeah. I don't share, but I typically it's crazy because it's my knowing, I always end up with doctors that are more holistic. Whether they label themselves as that or not. They don't push medications and drugs. They don't. I literally, like, years ago went to a therapist and I was already meditating. She didn't ask me if I was, and she said, "You should start meditating." It's like, okay. See my point? She wasn't pushing drugs on me. So, yeah. Alyssa, I'll be having no more of that shit from these guys. No, we don't accept any shit around here. We know ourselves as God, as a goddess, if you prefer, as Aphrodite incarnate, as Cleopatra incarnate, right? Sitting on her throne. And she doesn't deal with that riffraff. No, no. Shoo shoo. Regina, I'm so glad that I am on here. So when you see my email, I have shifted from saying SP to my husband. You're a very dope person. Perfect. Yeah, I want to hear the success story. No matter if you book with me or not, send me over the success stories. Illyrian, I changed from using that term divine counterpart to girlfriend made me realize, yeah, you're putting her on a pedestal if you say divine counterpart, twin flame, my divine feminine. Okay? And I'm saying this as a feminine woman. You are the divine masculine and the divine feminine at the same time. It doesn't matter your gender. Okay? Does not matter. You are both of those things at once. When people talk about what I'm trying to remember because it's been a long time. When people talk about the reunion of the twin flame of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, that's knowing yourself as God. That's knowing that you're both. And stepping into that. Stepping into not just masculine energy of action, but stepping back and receiving. Okay? That's being rough and rugged, but also soft. It's a balance. And you balance by being in the now moment. It all is all connected. You see what I'm saying? Girls are always having an alternate options. Your susu was so epic. My susu? What is susu? What is susu? Ah. My susu was epic. I don't know what susu is. You booked the 3 email thingy. Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you booked emails, I get to them as I can. Just expect a response within 7 days. I say that because I get so booked up, but I do get to them. Scripture that came to mind, still stand and know that I am God. Yeah. 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 Stand still. Mm-hmm. Yep. Be still and know that I am God. Yep. 100%. My favorite is John 5. I did a whole video on that, where Jesus goes to the man that was paralyzed all of his life and couldn't walk. And he tells him, pick up your bed and walk. And what does he do? He picks up his bed and walk, and he thanks Jesus. And what does Jesus say? It wasn't me, it was you. It's your knowing. It's your faith. He also says that to the woman that he healed that was hemorrhaging. It's not him, it's their faith. You have done Susu few minutes. Can you say again, Susu? It was looking so stylish. I don't know what Susu is. Your faith has made me whole. Exactly. 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 I love these long-lasting lipsticks, but they like dry out your lips. I don't know about other ladies in here, how your experience is with that. I get what you mean, especially the meaning, be still and know that I am God. Yeah. I am that I am. It's all self-concept. I don't know what Susu is. Can someone tell me what Susu is? Am I gonna have to ask ChatGPT or Google? Like, what the heck is Susu? What does that mean? I don't know what it means. Okay, hold on. Let's see what Google says. Huh? It says that it's a club in West Africa. Like Google says that it's a club in West Africa and the Caribbean. It said it involves a group of people contributing a fixed amount of money on a regular basis, with the total amount being given to one member at a time in a prearranged order. The practice is a form of mutual aid and community based saving, where members pool resources to help each other access a lump sum of capital. Susu means pee. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? I don't know. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. Anyway, I will take a couple of more questions and then I'm going to get off of here. I told you guys this was going to be a short live. Susu means fighting in Thai. Okay. No, Sanjana, she has just spoken a few minutes back. She is used to get rid of unwanted peoples. I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm gonna call you Rish. Rish, are you smoking that good stuff? Is it because you got high? I was gonna go to work, but then I got high. I'm gonna get freaking demonetized, I swear. I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. I was gonna get up and get the broom, but then I got high. Hey, hey! I don't know I don't remember the whole lyrics and stuff, but yeah. That came to mind when you're saying this crap. Like what dude? You don't know what you're saying. You're high over there or something. You're on that good. Yeah, welcome to the craziness that is my channel, okay? Regina, how to handle being around him in the 3D when we are not together in the 3D. Go watch my video on how I fixed the relationship with my son. That will answer that. Because every day I was faced with reality. Every day I was faced with circumstances. Every day he was telling, he wasn't talking to me. He hated my guts. But my knowing was that we have an amazing relationship, and we do. He's at work right now. He works nights. But if he was here, and I'm gonna see if he'll talk about it. Because he knows what I did. He knows that I scripted out. He knows that I manifested fixing everything. He knows. Rish, where are you from? Can you let me know the reason why do you cover your face? Because I want to. Because I like it. Because it ticks you guys off. If you don't like it, I'm not for you. You can just unsubscribe from my channel and bye-bye. I don't care. Adama, I'm pleased to inform you that I got my man. Ooh! And I got admission for masters after coming to your live about 2 weeks ago to ask you questions about SP and traveling. Can you type me up an email and send it over to me? I would love that. I can keep you anonymous if you'd like, but we definitely need to hear the tea, the juicy details of this success story. Sanjana, how to manifest someone who doesn't know I exist? You know that they exist. That's all that matters. You know that they exist. There was a time when you didn't know that they existed, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Jen, how can I apply these principles to turn around my brother's business? He's been losing money every month paying every month paying me, and it's been in the negative 2 years. This has been my income for 15 years. I'm so confused. So you want your brother's business to turn around because you get a cut of that. Is that what I'm understanding? Hope I'm understanding correctly. Okay, so view it differently. His business is thriving. Every day it gets better and better. Every day it's taking a turn for the better. Every day it's making more and more money, and therefore you're getting paid more money. Every day it's getting more and more profitable. The margins are getting better. Whatever your service is, whatever it is, you're getting more clients, you're getting more customers, whatever it is. More people are learning about you because past clients loved you and they're telling everyone else. You're not even spending money on advertising because you already have so much as it is right now. Does that help? That's it. Shift your perspective on it. You're the one saying that it's not doing well, not me. No one else is saying that. If you had said his business is thriving and doing amazing, I'd be like, okay, great. Let's celebrate it. You see? No one would know. That TikTok sound, who's gonna know? And it says they're gonna know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. I should repost one that I did. It was funny. It said when I posted basically like when I manifest winning the lottery, no one's gonna know, and it had like crystal type toilets. If you guys don't know, I'm quirky as heck. Jen, so is it the thought, words, or both that manifest the change? None. Neither. It's your identity. The whole thing I've been talking about this entire live. If you haven't seen it, once it's posted, or you can just scroll back and go back to the beginning. I talked about this the entire live. It's not the technique. Doesn't matter how many affirmations you say, what thoughts you have, what visualizations you do. It's who you are being. It's your identity. It's self-concept. And it's your knowing. Let me ask you this. Do you do affirmations for you to have oxygen to breathe? No. But you know that you have oxygen to breathe, but can you physically see the oxygen in front of your face? No. Do you do visualizations for the sun to rise every morning? No. But you know that the sun is going to rise every morning. How do you know that your name is Jen? If I called you Sarah, right, wouldn't you correct me and be like, no, my name is Jen. You must be mistaking me with someone else. Why aren't you doing that with your reality? No, it's this. You're selecting differently. That's it. That's it. No technique manifests. Manifestation is not creation. I talked about this. Manifestation is shifting reality. Quantum leaping, quantum jumping, there's so many words for it. How you quantum leap or quantum jump or shift realities is by being the self that is experiencing that desired reality. You be the identity, the I am that is experiencing it. But yeah, I went over that this entire live. This entire live, that's what this was about. Regina, I just want to be and know my identity without the techniques. Yeah, you don't need the techniques. Go watch my lazy girl method. You know what my lazy girl method is? No freaking techniques. Just knowing, deciding, and know that it's done. My lazy girl method is about me changing the weather on my vacation. Okay? Those that are in the US, what happened in Florida in September last year? Hurricane Milton, right? Guess what? I went to vacation in Florida in September last year. And before my vacation, I had planned it a month in advance. I planned it in August. A week before I was supposed to go, my friend that lives there said, it's storming. You might want to reschedule everything for next week. And I said, okay, no problem. Rescheduled it for next week. I thought, that's perfect. That gives me another week of me being a baddie and working out and making sure my body looks amazing and getting the right bikinis and everything else, right? That was my thought. The week of, she texts me and she's like, girl, it's going to be storming again this week. I don't think we're going to make it to the beach. I was like, my ass is still going on the beach. I'm still going on the beach. This bitch is still going on the beach. I just lost 65 pounds. I'm looking amazing. My sexy ass is going on the beach. Okay? And I literally said, I'm going to be a sexy bitch on the beach. It could be raining cats and dogs. My ass will be out there. And I knew the weather was going to be amazing. I knew it was going to be perfect. That was my knowing, right? I didn't think about it after that. I was still packing, still what? Chopping wood, carrying water, right? And then when I drove to go there, the moment I got to my Airbnb, the rain stopped. The rain stopped. The moment I got there, it was raining when I went into Florida. It stopped when I got there. When I got to my Airbnb. Weather was perfect. I was there for a week. Weather was perfect. It was in the 70s, maybe a little bit in the 80s. Cool breeze, a little bit of an overcast. Perfect. Right? And I was what? A sexy bitch on the beach. Because I said it. That's it. No 10,000 affirmation challenge. No, say it into moon water and drink the moon water. No, writing a letter and putting it under my pillow. None of that. I didn't even visualize because I can't visualize. I have aphantasia, which means I can't visualize. Okay? I have clients that can visualize and I can still coach you on visualization, but I personally do not visualize. And I still got it. And what happened after I left, that next week, Hurricane Milton happened. That next week. People will say, oh, it's coincidence. No, it's not. Was it coincidence that I cured my cancer 20 years ago and I haven't had cancer since? Right? Was it coincidence that my client completely changed his reality to where his boyfriend was doing all types of fuck shit and now they're about to be married? Was it coincidence that I've had multiple clients fix their health and their loved one's health? Multiples. A lot of people come to me for health, and I don't mind it. It's fine. I actually prefer the stuff like that. I'll do the SP. It's fine, but it's like it gets redundant because it's the same thing. And honestly, manifestation is all the same. It really is. It's all the same. Sexy bitches, raise your hand. Exactly. Exactly. And who knows? I might take another vacation and go back down to Florida and do it again. Why not? Why not? Maybe I'll go down next month. Yeah, guys, that's it. Everything comes down to self-concept. Everything. Everything. Who do you say you are? That's it. That's it. That's the secret sauce. Okay? You want the love of your life? Why are you not being the love of your life? Why are you not obsessed with you if you want this person obsessed with you? Why are you not prioritizing yourself? Why are you not choosing yourself? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you sitting here watching hours of SP content? I'm saying it because I've been there. Right? Why are you watching tarot readings wondering if they're thinking about you? They're thinking about you if you say they are. Why are you checking their social media to see who they followed? Thank you for an amazing live and the susu. You know what? Maybe I should retitle this slide the susu. People are gonna be like, what the heck is this crap? Susu self-concept. I'm done. The susu self-concept. The susu self-concept. I probably will change it because I'm crazy like that. I don't know if you know. I'm insane. All right, guys. I'm getting off of here. But as I'm getting off, if you haven't already, download my self concept guide. It's literally everything. I give it away for free. Well, right now I am. Who knows? I might eventually charge for it, but right now I'm giving it away for free. Free 99. And all that happens is that you get on my mailing list, and every few days I send you out an email and it has a little bit of a lesson and then it links you to a video. That's all it is. It's not me even selling you. I might eventually mail out to the mailing list like a flash sale or something. I'm not sure yet because I don't want to make it too salesy, you know? I wanted it to just be learning. That's it. But we'll see. Yeah, download the self concept guide. And if you'd like to work with me personally, links are always in my description. And if you use the code self-concept at checkout, you get a discount. Those that are paid attention this long will know that. Just use self-concept at checkout. You get a discount. Okay. Phantom. Oops, not you calling me out on the constant checking who they follow too. I do that on all of my videos. Jen, I can't wait to book a call. Whenever you're ready, girl. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. You know where to find me, and I will be posting more content. I am also working on some members only content that will be posted over on my members channel. So that's coming out soon. But I will see you guys next time. I know no matter when you're watching me, day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.